What's in it for me, you might ask? Make your business anything you want. This statement emphasizes the idea that entrepreneurship is about personal fulfillment and customization. It encourages individuals to view their business not just as a profit-making venture but as a platform for self-expression and satisfaction. The underlying message is that the entrepreneurial journey should align with one's passions and aspirations, making the business a reflection of personal desires and goals. Stay true to yourself, but be flexible. This advice highlights the importance of authenticity in business endeavors. It suggests that while maintaining personal integrity and staying true to one's values is crucial, there is also a need for adaptability. The business landscape is dynamic, and being too rigid may hinder progress. Therefore, entrepreneurs are encouraged to embrace change when necessary without compromising their core principles. Make a business plan that makes investors believe in you, but keep it simple. Crafting a business plan is acknowledged as a critical step in attracting investors. The recommendation here is to strike a balance between presenting a compelling case that garners investor confidence and keeping the plan straightforward. The implication is that overly complex business plans may confuse or deter potential investors, so simplicity is key in conveying a clear and compelling vision. Delegate, but don't delegate too much. Delegation is recognized as an essential skill for business success. However, this advice cautions against excessive delegation, emphasizing the need for entrepreneurs to retain a level of control. It acknowledges that finding the right balance between assigning tasks to others and maintaining a hands-on approach is crucial for effective leadership and decision-making. Maybe you've already struggled with balancing some or all of these seemingly unbalanceable things when starting your own business. Maybe you're feeling pretty lost and could use some advice? This empathetic tone acknowledges the common challenges and uncertainties that entrepreneurs face, emphasizing that it's okay to feel lost. It sets the stage for the book to offer practical advice and insights to those navigating the complexities of starting and running a business. In Anything You Want, that's exactly what author Derek Sivers will give you. This statement positions the book as a valuable resource for entrepreneurs seeking guidance. By mentioning the author, Derek Sivers, it establishes credibility and suggests that the advice provided is based on his personal experiences and success in the business world. Based on his own personal success story and aiming to unravel the tangled threads of starting a business, he helps you figure out the answer to the question, how do you make your business anything you want? This highlights the book's foundation in the author's real-world experiences and positions it as a guide to untangling the complexities of entrepreneurship. The central question posed, how to make your business anything you want, becomes the focal point, promising readers insights into achieving a personalized and fulfilling business journey. In these reviews, you'll discover why you don't really need that much money to start your own business, when delegation is good, or when it's too much, and why the author refused to work with some musicians. The concluding statement offers a glimpse into the specific topics covered in the book. It teases the reader with the promise of insights on the necessity of capital, effective delegation strategies, and the author's intriguing decisions regarding collaboration, creating anticipation for the valuable lessons that lie within the upcoming content. Starting a successful business involves a continuous effort to refine your ideas while maintaining simplicity. The author's journey into the business world didn't initially lead to the creation of CD Baby, an online independent music store. Despite previous unsuccessful attempts at various businesses, he eventually found success. The pivotal lesson learned was the importance of consistently improving ideas. The author emphasizes that if you've been promoting an idea for an extended period without positive results, it might be time for a change. The key is to be open to new options and constantly work on enhancing your ideas. Positive feedback becomes a crucial indicator, and if it's lacking, it may be advisable to let go of the current concept. The process of continuous improvement increases the likelihood of stumbling upon an idea that resonates with people. The narrative shares the author's surprise when one of his ideas gained unexpected popularity among his musician friends. This success was a result of persistent effort and the creation of something beneficial for both himself and others. However, generating the right idea is just the starting point. The subsequent step involves translating those ideas into a simple yet effective business plan. Contrary to the misconception that a business plan must be a complex, lengthy document, the author advocates for simplicity. A concise document outlining how the company operates and the financial requirements is sufficient. The key is to keep the plan logical and easily understandable. Precision in communication is crucial, as clear articulation enhances comprehension and belief in the idea. There's no need for intricate figures. Rather, the focus should be on explaining how the business will generate revenue and whether it will cover costs. For example, when the author established CD Baby, he simplified the business plan to two essential numbers: the cost for musicians to list their CDs on the site and the profit they would make from each sale. These straightforward, fixed numbers provided the basis for calculating projected success, illustrating the power of simplicity and clarity in the early stages of building a business. Defining your target audience and tailoring your business to meet their needs is a crucial strategy for success. While it may be challenging to pinpoint a specific group to sell your products or services to, establishing a target market is essential for aligning your business with customer needs. The suggestion is to create multiple small customer groups rather than relying on a single, large audience, as this approach fosters flexibility and ensures a more secure business model. Consider the scenario of designing your product or service to cater exclusively to the preferences of one client, anticipating increased investment from her. This approach involves basing nearly every decision on her thoughts and desires. However, the inherent risk lies in the potential consequences if this customer were to change her mind or discontinue her engagement with your business. Relying solely on one customer could lead to significant challenges, and the advice is to determine which group of customers is most important and how to fulfill the needs of the majority. By prioritizing the broader customer base, you make your business more adaptable and less dependent on the preferences of a single client. This approach protects your business from potential disruptions if a customer decides to leave. Additionally, it opens up access to diverse opinions, providing valuable insights to guide your business strategy. While it may be tempting to try to please everyone, the advice is not to expect universal satisfaction. As your business expands, you may receive requests from various individuals. The key is to remain true to your principles and the promises made to your customers. It's emphasized that you don't need to fulfill every request to achieve success. Instead, adhering to your core values and focusing on the commitments made to your customer base is more important. An example is provided to illustrate this point. The author recounts receiving constant requests from record label executives who wanted to feature their newest talent on the site. Despite the potential for increased visibility and revenue, the author consistently refused these requests. The decision was grounded in the site's original purpose, catering specifically to musicians without a label. This commitment to principles, even in the face of tempting opportunities, played a vital role in the success and uniqueness of the business, highlighting the importance of staying true to your business's core values.
If you've discovered even a small nugget of value in our content, we would truly appreciate your support through likes, shares, and subscriptions. Make sure to stay tuned till the end for more insightful nuggets, and don't forget to provide us with your feedback. Thanks for being with us. Now, let's get back to the review.
The idea that you don't need significant financial resources to bring a big idea to fruition is a central theme in entrepreneurship. While many individuals associate starting a business with securing substantial funding up front, the author argues that having zero or limited funding can be advantageous. Financial constraints are viewed as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. Instead of waiting for substantial funds, the advice is to start with the bare minimum. The emphasis is on the belief that money itself does not fuel the growth of ideas. Rather, the key focus should be on being useful to people. The central message encourages aspiring entrepreneurs with grand visions for their businesses to prioritize their usefulness and value to potential customers over financial concerns. Resourcefulness becomes a critical factor in this approach. Whether utilizing personal resources or finding alternative means, the suggestion is not to be deterred by seemingly insufficient funds. The example of starting a tutoring company without immediate financial backing is presented. Instead of abandoning the idea due to a lack of funds, the advice is to begin teaching someone today. This action not only helps identify potential customers but also allows for the sharing of knowledge. Furthermore, the narrative suggests that a shortage of funds can foster creativity. Contrary to the belief that significant funding automatically translates into the best equipment, top-tier staff, and luxurious office space, the author contends that financial limitations can lead to more innovative solutions. The absence of material luxuries is portrayed as a catalyst for brainstorming creative and cost-effective alternatives, ultimately promoting problem-solving skills and personal growth. Drawing a parallel with personal style, the example of individuals with limited financial resources but a great sense of style is presented. These individuals, despite being financially constrained, excel in dressing well because they carefully choose items they genuinely love, which complement their existing wardrobe and offer various styling possibilities. The analogy highlights the idea that limitations can lead to a more focused and thoughtful approach. In summary, the message conveyed is that while having little or no money may make the journey harder and more time-consuming, the long-term impact can be a business grounded in personal knowledge, creativity, and effective problem-solving. The narrative encourages entrepreneurs to shift their focus from financial concerns to the value they can provide, using available resources and embracing limitations as a catalyst for innovation. The principle of "the customer is always right" underscores the importance of prioritizing customer satisfaction in building a successful business. The author emphasizes that a thriving business is not just about the entrepreneur or generating profits. It's fundamentally about serving the needs of the customers who purchase the products or services. Decisions in a good business, according to the author, should be rooted in an understanding of customers' needs. The central idea is to listen to what customers want and take actionable steps to meet those needs. The vision of making certain people's lives easier, which likely inspired the business in the first place, should remain central in all business decisions. Rather than solely focusing on the opinions of the wealthiest investor or the bottom line, the author suggests considering customer feedback. By doing so, businesses can align their decisions with customer preferences, ultimately paving the way for profitability. The narrative also highlights the potential scenario where a business faces challenges or is struggling to stay afloat. In such situations, the advice is not to get trapped in survival mode. While many businesses aspire to constantly grow and expand, the author proposes that sometimes the best decision is to acknowledge when it's time to give up. This perspective acknowledges that every business idea is initially conceived to satisfy a specific need or solve a particular problem. However, if that need disappears or the problem is resolved through other means, the business may need to adapt or even transition to a new venture. The example of CD Baby is provided to illustrate this point. The author recognized the possibility that if musicians found a more convenient way to set up their own online stores, CD Baby could lose its entire customer base. However, the author wasn't overly concerned about this potential threat because the primary goal was to solve a problem. If a solution already existed without the author's involvement, he was open to moving on and addressing a new challenge. In conclusion, the message underscores the significance of staying connected with customers and using their feedback as a guiding force in decision-making. While it may be challenging to navigate business challenges, the narrative encourages a focus on solving problems and meeting needs. The core idea is that as long as a business has something valuable to offer, people will be receptive and interested in what it provides. The challenge of delegation is highlighted as a common pitfall among self-employed individuals. The narrative underscores the importance of developing a mindset for delegation to protect valuable resources and prevent burnout. While acknowledging the difficulties many entrepreneurs face in finding the time to hire and train employees, the author emphasizes that failing to delegate could lead to more severe consequences. To address this issue, the advice is to carve out time to formally train employees, using methods such as developing a training manual. This manual is designed to document the problems encountered during the business journey, along with solutions. As employees become familiar with these resources, they can learn to resolve issues independently, allowing the business owner to shift focus to strategic tasks or other interests. However, the narrative also warns against the dangers of over-delegating, which can lead to disaster. To strike a balance, the recommendation is to base delegation on a foundation of trust and control. The process involves cultivating a trusting relationship with employees, making it clear that responsibilities are shared because of the confidence placed in them. Simultaneously, simple control mechanisms are suggested, such as establishing rules and procedures that everyone follows. The author shares a personal example to illustrate the need for a balance between trust and control. While allowing employees a significant degree of freedom in choosing their work style, the author encountered a situation where a staff person made a decision without the author's knowledge. The decision involved implementing a profit-sharing plan, dividing all the company's profits among the staff. This incident prompted the realization that over-delegation had occurred, leading to unforeseen consequences. In summary, the narrative advocates for finding a middle ground in delegation, avoiding both the pitfalls of failing to delegate and over-delegating. The emphasis is on creating a balance through trust and control, fostering a trusting relationship with employees while implementing simple mechanisms to maintain oversight and prevent potential disasters resulting from excessive delegation. The idea that creating your dream job is a personal choice and involves aligning your work with your passions is a central theme in the narrative. The author begins by acknowledging that many people aspire to be CEOs at some point in their careers, but not everyone finds the conventional CEO management position appealing. The key message is that if the idea of a traditional CEO role doesn't resonate with you, and starting a business would mean taking on tasks you dislike, then it might be best not to pursue that path. An illustrative example is provided where someone opens a restaurant out of a love for cooking but finds themselves increasingly involved in logistics, management, and running the business, taking them away from the aspect they originally enjoyed. The narrative emphasizes that the same principle applies to employees. Their work should align with what they enjoy, not just what they are good at. The suggestion is to allow employees to choose positions and titles based on their passions, fostering a work environment where people are enthusiastic about their tasks, even if they involve challenging responsibilities. Additionally, the narrative challenges the notion of adhering to traditional business strategies and emphasizes the creative nature of running a business. The author encourages entrepreneurs to recognize that there is no one-size-fits-all approach and that creative strategies may be more suitable for their unique vision and goals. The example is given that if the goal is simply to cover costs without aspirations for significant growth, or if the aim is to run a small tech startup without aiming to become the next industry giant, these are valid decisions that align with individual preferences. The narrative also stresses the importance of making decisions that resonate with personal values and preferences, highlighting that even seemingly normal activities like social media posting should be choices made without fear of judgment. The overall message is about empowering individuals to design their work and business in a way that aligns with their passions and aspirations, rather than conforming to conventional expectations or external pressures. In essence, the final summary underscores the fundamental elements of a successful business venture: a compelling idea, a commitment to customer satisfaction, and a creative approach to problem solving. It challenges the conventional wisdom that success is solely reliant on significant venture capital and the guidance of consultants, advocating instead for a mindset that prioritizes turning entrepreneurial dreams into reality through determination and innovative thinking. The actionable advice takes a personalized approach to decision-making in business. It recognizes that the way decisions are made is inherently individual and encourages entrepreneurs to tailor their choices to their unique preferences and needs. The example of work hours is highlighted, suggesting that entrepreneurs should consider what schedule works best for them and their team, even if it deviates from traditional norms. This emphasis on personalization extends beyond just work hours. It applies to various aspects of business strategy, operations, and culture. The underlying message is that successful entrepreneurship involves understanding and embracing what works best for the individual entrepreneur, fostering a business environment that aligns with their values, goals, and preferred ways of working. In conclusion, the summary and actionable advice serve as a reminder that the path to success in business is not a one-size-fits-all journey. Entrepreneurs are encouraged to trust their instincts, think creatively, and make decisions that resonate with their unique vision, thereby reinforcing the notion that success in business is ultimately a personal and individualized pursuit.
Dedication, value creation, and selflessness are ingrained in my DNA, but your interaction serves as a crucial source of motivation for me. Life can be challenging, but that doesn't mean we should stop finding joy and evolving. Like a whale, we must continue to grind, keep moving, and stay in motion, or else we risk drowning. Thank you for staying till the end and for your continuous support.